Oi there mates, it's Ratfroys again. Today I will show you how to fight against one of the most annoying bosses in Silksong, that is the Broodmother, with no tools and with no double jump, as well as with no particular skill. So watch out because the fight will, well, be long. It will be approximately 8 minutes long or so, but if you watch it closely and learn the pattern as well as listen to my advice, you will make it. I believe in you, alright? So first things first, before the boss comes, you have 3 waves of enemies you have to beat. Alrighty, so after you die to the boss, go back, gather your silk cocoon and use the silk skill on the first wave of the enemies. Don't worry about gathering silk, you'll have enough for the second wave anyway. When the second wave comes, attack the biggest enemy at first. Then take out the small ones. You'll have to act differently during the third wave. Attack the biggest, but then take out the small ones and finish him off. It would be absolutely perfect if you manage to keep your health intact, so that you have full health before the boss fight. If you get caught in this pit, move frantically left, right, because it will be faster this way to get free. And after you finish off the big one, make sure to stay to the left or to the right, not in the middle. If you are lucky, the boss charges at you first and it's pretty easy to avoid. Make sure to kill the spawn immediately after they appear. First charge, jump over, another charge, if it's consecutive, go on the boss. The small minions bring chaos to the arena. You mustn't make any mistakes. So if you want to heal, use the time when she spits at you after you've killed the minions, alright? Heal on the wall, then jump. Clutching onto the wall for a longer period of time does not work, because after she jumps and you do not jump over her, she will get up and reach you. It's extremely important to get rid of her minions as fast as possible, even at the cost of your health. When she spits, get on the wall. When she jumps, jump over her. When she jumps again, do a pogo on her. Again, do a pogo. This is the most annoying fight there is in Silksong, I think. Among the others, it's not only boring, but you can't really use any tools because it only brings chaos to the scene, and double jump does not play any role either. It's too small of an arena to use a wide range of skills, so you basically have to repeat everything I said. You have to avoid her speed while clinging into the wall. You have to kill her minions while they appear, while harvesting soul. And you have to jump over her the first time she jumps at you and then pogo on her. If you feel, secure with your skills, you can pogo the first time she jumps too, but it's risky. So I think jumping very, very high is more useful. Besides, the Broodmother looks pretty funny, so it's difficult to, take the fight seriously. She looks like a crow and a poop. Floating crow poop, like for real. Anyway, the first phase is all of that. The second phase brings one more tricky thing into the fight, and that is the Broodmother iconic move when she slams onto the ceiling and onto the floor repeatedly. At this point, it's very important that you do not get greedy, Getting to the second phase of this boss is really exhausting, and you're probably already tired from repeating the fight over and over again. So just stick to the minimum, attack her only when she lunges at you. Don't get near her, alright? Try to stay away like the first phase. There will be time for you to land more attacks in the third phase. Yeah, just kidding. The boss doesn't have a third phase. As you can tell, I struggle a lot with getting away from her body slams, but actually it's easier than it looks. You can just walk really fast under her and it will be enough. You know what? It might sound awful, but I'm quite disappointed in Silksong. After the clockwork dancers fight, I felt like the game could have been so beautiful. A little bit challenging, but not so much. You know, I've beat Radiance in Hollow Knight. I've been through Pantheon. I've fought Grim. I know what is, challenging in this type of games. I've been playing Death's Gambit Afterlife, both parts of Blasphemous, Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, platformers, Metroidvanias. I've even played Elden Ring, not that I liked it, but I could play it, But still, Silksong is so unnecessarily tedious sometimes, and it's not all about skill issue, because with perseverance like, I do, you can get through everything. But a game is supposed to be fun, right? Not even talking about the economy, but Jesus, why does Team Cherry not like its players? I'm a completionist and I like getting achievements, so of course I will complete Silksong to its fullest, just like I did with Rain World, and if you have ever touched this game you know how difficult that is. Well, I'm not fond of it. I definitely am not as fond of Silksong as I was of Hollow Knight. Maybe because Hollow Knight was the first Hollow Knight ever. I just think that Silksong could have been so much better than it already is. Oh well, I've started rambling, sorry about that. The entire guide is basically over. You just have to observe my moves and wait for the fight to end to learn when is the point. You can relax. So I guess I'll just ramble a little bit more. I feel like Silksong could have made people happier. I've seen all the negative reviews on Steam along with the comments made by fans of Silksong and Hollow Knight, and our community is so unbelievably hateful. I'm sometimes even embarrassed for liking Silksong when I go online and see what people say to whoever who criticizes the game. Like, get a grip, mates. Anyone who tries a product can say they don't like the product, especially if it took 7 whole years to make a product. 7 years, you can make a bachelor's and master's degree during 7 years, and they were making one game. And I would like to mention one thing about this fight. This fight glitches. This fight, you can get stuck to the very left when there's the door. You or the boss can get stuck and be unable to move and die this way. Well, I got unnecessarily angry. I should probably say one positive thing about this fight. So, the run back to this boss is exceptionally comfortable. I think the worst run back I have had so far was still in the Act 1 of the game to the Last Judge, because the transition from Act 1 to Act 2 was a big deal for me, and I really wanted to indulge in the boss, and the fact that I had to learn the path before learning the boss patterns, it kind of irritated me. I really could not care less about some path I had to run towards the boss. I was just interested in the boss itself. People say patience pays off. I don't feel like my patience is being paid off right now. I have to beat this boss to unlock the true ending, and if you want to unlock the true ending, you have to beat her as well. And now that I've done it, I feel nothing. I'm just glad it's over, and that's it. Yeah, I don't think Silksong is going to be my favorite game this year. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Cheers, Rat Frights.